Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Skulk. Continuing by Moonlight. Part 4, I believe. Alright, let's continue. Alright, we were gonna make a decision. About what? You're the right? You're the right. Is this gonna be bugged? Please don't say it's bugged. It's freaking bugged. Buddy, it's your other right. Yeah, your other right. Don't trust Seba. He's a moron. Hey! The Doulahan cautiously shifts to the left and finally stumbles into the dining room. Buddy seems to be putting the finishing touches on the letter. Joan is still eating, and Seba is fiddling with his tail. You look at the flames in his ears curiously. I know that when we first met, when we first met you, you said you were a demon. But what kind are you? I mean, you don't have horns or anything.
Well, Joan seems to think that I'm half Hellhound and half Ninetails, but I disagree.
At the mention of her name, she looks up with contempt. On what grounds? Seba looks towards you. He looks back towards Joan.
What does on what grounds mean?
Basically, like, what's your reasoning?
Oh, in that case, I brought this DNA kit online and...
Let me guess. It says you're a descendant of George Washington. Seba puffs out some smoke in disapproval.
No. Clearly I'm a descendant of Genghis Khan, and I'm a native to Australia.
Clearly this DNA kit was not only cheap, but made for humans.
Clearly you're cheap and made for humans.
Oh? Joan snaps her fingers and Seba disappears into a puff of smoke. You cough at the clouded air and wave it away, only to see an infant Seba on the ground. He starts crying and she gives you a kind smile. I'm terribly sorry you had to hear that. Children can be such a handful. Now then, let's see what Hans has to say. Seba will turn back eventually, right? You highly note that you should never aim to make Joan upset. You walk over to the kitchen to see what buddy Hans came up with this time. Never mind, take your time. We're having a pretty nice moment, and I enjoy having their lap as a pillow. Dark Lord? Ooh. Isn't he kind of rubbing it in our faces at this point? Bragging to the extreme? You struggle to keep a straight face and nod. Joan suddenly looks determined. If he's just going to keep messing around like this, we might as well have some fun too, right? I see no reason why not. She seems satisfied with this answer, and you pull out your phone to contact your investigation partner. Oh yeah. Seba's asleep. It's your time to strike. Oh! But I thought he was a child! Anyways. Apparently when Seba passes out, nothing can wake him. There were several times when you, or Marrow, would accidentally drop something, or even fall down on top of him, but he didn't stir once. At some point, the two of you feel satisfied with your progress. Seba wakes up and ends up being scared of his reflection, so you reluctantly erase all of your hard work. Well, not all of it. You still have a picture on your phone. Seba ends up passing out on the lawn again, and Meryl seems to have started reading Harry Potter to learn about the very real person he is emulating. Huh? Oh, it's your phone. Online, 2 losers. Offline, Hans, Siva, and 3 others. Ah! Oh, okay, here we go. That's just saving, just because I don't want to die for over text. Did Buddy write another message? Well, let's talk about that. Myrrh, what are you up to?
Oh, I was in the middle of making some salmon before I ran into Buddy.
Salmon? You're okay with eating fish?
I mean, it tastes good and it's a good source of protein, so.
Oh. But what I meant to say was that Buddy was... Oh, sorry.
Oh, but what I meant to say was that Buddy is writing something again. It's a pretty short letter, though. So, do you want me to just send it a pic? So you don't have to come all the way over here?
That'd be great. Thank you. Paging attached.
Guys, I think they are trying to kill me. Please send help.
While Hans has been very indecisive about whether or not he wants to be found, I found I would feel more comfortable doing a quick search just in case he is serious.
Agreed. That's a really good.
Online 3. Losers offline, Hans, Siva, 2 others.
Idea, since it's better to be safe and sorry. Why do I keep getting cut off lately?
Who just logged on?
I don't know.
Iris.
Okay, this is killing me. Which says a lot, considering since I'm technically undead. Officer, I will help you in your investigation.
I don't really think that's necessary.
Actually, I was planning on helping out this time around. Shh, it's okay. I know that you're just in complete awe right now. We can pick up where you said that mud thing was.
The dirt trail from earlier?
Yeah. Meet you there in 5 minutes. Okay, bye.
Iris now offline. Losers offline, Hans, Siva, 3 others.
Well, I guess that I'll have to surrender this round. Leave some investigating behind so I can do it with you next time, okay?
Will do.
Good luck.
You roll back your shoulders a couple of times and crack your neck. Snippy snap, break my back. It's investigation time. And it'll probably be a chaotic one if Iris is involved. You arrive shortly and vaguely recall passing by this corridor before. Yeah, and just so you know, I am turning down the volume of the in-game's music in every one of these videos through the editing, the power of editing powers that I do behold. Because right now I have my headphones barely on my ears because I cannot configure the sound down. I mean, I clicked on the configuration thing, but that bugged it out and I couldn't click on anything. So I'm going to be listening to it from a distance with my earphones on the very tippy tip of my ears so I can even have my sense of hearing still. Let's just let you know the backstory behind the screen that you're watching. Yeah, pretty much that. So be thankful that you are not listening to the same ear-piercing bell ringings. The music's nice. The atmosphere's nice. The music's nice. But so dang loud. Why do people consider putting the volume up to 100% whenever they release a newfound game? But judging by how large the mansion is, you could be mistaking it for a different location. You turn to ask Iris about what areas are nearby, but she's already laughing too hard to respond. Maybe you should just start looking around your own. Directions note: for investigation scenes, hover over different parts of the screen. And the cursor changes from cute baby ghost and the really pointy clicky clicker. Click to investigate. Got it. Alright. Ah, here. Woohoo! The dirt trail you found earlier on the patio seems to have been
Hey, I know that I'm not just an actual detective or anything, but did someone tamper with the tracks from the dirt stuff earlier?
No, you're right. But why would they go to such lengths for some dirt trail?
Motives aside, I'm just trying to figure out how they covered their tracks, without any of us noticing.
Ours brings up a good point, but it's also one that you can't quite figure out at the moment. Mystery side, you're shocked to find that Iris is actually helpful. I wonder what else I should look for. Just because someone's playful doesn't mean that they aren't, like, smart and helpful at times. Something catches your attention near one of the columns. Well, to be more accurate, you sneezed and then something caught your attention.
Aww, your sneeze sounded like a puppy.
She's so cute. It really doesn't.
Do it again, do it again.
I don't think I can sneeze on command.
Oh.
Ours looks crestfallen, and you feel a pang of guilt. Never mind the sneezing. Was this gold dust anyway in the air? Always in the air?
Unless someone changed our AC to the air, to an air freshener for rich people, no.
Air freshener for rich people. I got it. I gotta tell it to my sister.
We could probably catch some of this stuff in a jar and sell it online.
Yeah, probably. That sounds like a really good idea. She's awesome. Why don't I choose her as a partner? I want to go back and choose her as a partner. Nothing against Meryl, but she seems awesome. She seems awesome. As you continue walking down the corridor, you see something gleam on the ground. More gold dust. You bend down to pick it up. I feel like I've seen this on TV somewhere before. Iris peers over your shoulder out of curiosity.
Aiden, you madman!
What is it?
That's a really rare trading card. You should just take it and run. From what I hear, you can only get it through the black market, and even there it's limited.
Really? That's lucky? She freezes.
Hold on. I actually think that's one of Hans's cards. You shouldn't steal it.
I mean, yeah, you found a clue, but you've never felt more let down before in your life. Well, actually, I've been let down, and this is not a letdown. I don't mind not stealing. Not stealing is actually nicer. Because if I found something out in the world, in the wilderness, where I feel like no one's gonna be there, then maybe I'll keep something. But if it's in a public area, I most likely leave it because it's not mine and it's not my right. Because if someone comes back and wants it and is missing it, more valuable of the item is more likely to let someone have it back. You know. Anyways, it seems like there isn't anything else to investigate. You're starting to feel worn out and decide to take some needed time to rest. Especially since Hans will probably change his mind again and when you go back to the kitchen. Plus, it just seems like a good time for a break, no? Sure. You're walking back to the dining room with Siba and Meryl. Siba consistently runs up ahead, then waits for the two of you to catch up, and then runs again. He seems to be entertaining himself fairly well, and to Meryl's delight, without stealing any bones in the process. I know that Siba and Joan talked about it earlier, but... Yes? Well, not to mean this in an insensitive way, but what is he exactly? I actually, despite all the time we spent together, have a fairly limited amount of knowledge on Siba. And again, I don't think that Siba quite knows all that much about himself either. The skeleton does a slight chuckle. That might be one of the reasons why I can't be around him so much, since neither of us really have much of a past to cling on to. Well, in my case, I don't have one at all, though. I suppose that makes sense. How did the two of you meet, anyways?
Calling it a meeting of any sort is a misnomer.
Is that what you used the word? Is that how you read that thing? Misnomer?
Quite honestly, Seba was a stray who wandered around and loved digging holes, and I suppose that one day he just happened to dig up mine.
You stifle a laugh. Somehow, that sounds like a very Seba-like thing to do.
What was that?
He's already by the dining room. The dinging room. I'm listening to dingings right now. So are you. He's already by the dining room and seems to have only heard his name in the whole conversation. It's nothing. Go on ahead. We'll be there in a bit. You walk to the dining room to resort.
Sorry, yawning.
You walk into the dining room to report your progress, only to find that everyone was already there. They seem to be having a high-stakes poker match. Buddy switched out his normal balloon for a more serious expression. You pull up a chair. Hey, quick question. I forgot to mention this earlier, but does anyone own a two-tailed cat as a pet? Joan perks up. What color was the cat? It was black with... You're cut off by Sia's sudden burst of laughter.
Man, Mero, you've improved your poker face a lot. How'd you up your game so quick? Just last week I was beating you to no end.
Siva gives Mero a playful tap on the shoulder, only to see that skeleton crumbles to pieces. The light flicker out at the exact same moment. Everyone is frozen in place, with the exception of Siba. The darkness amplifies his golden eyes, and you can almost see the fire flickering behind them. Your mouth goes bone dry. A pun Mero probably would have appreciated if he... Your thoughts are interrupted by a sudden stream of moonlight pouring through the window. Joan looks slightly drained from using her magic with no preparation. You quickly look around the room to take account that everyone is relatively okay. Iris looks way more pale than usual and almost falls to the ground, but Joan catches her in time. The witch props up a now fragile vampire to keep her walk. And wait, what? Why did I say help? The witch props up a now fragile vampire to help her walk, and the two of them quietly exit. On their way out, you can hear Iris mumble something about how she didn't mean to. Meanwhile, Siva is overheating with the combination of fear and rage. His flames flicker. From their usual shade to red and then back again. Murr is trying his best to keep Siba stable from a distance, covering his own gills so they don't dry out while using a soothing tone of voice. You only have enough time to interact with one of the issues, so you save. I save. Help Siba, help Iris. I like Iris. Siba, oh boy. You know what? I missed the chance of meeting Iris. I'm gonna go see Iris. Iris seems really nice. This is not a dating sim, as far as I know. So, if it turns out to be one, I want to talk to Iris. You run over towards the door to help Iris. Seems like fun. I think he has the others, but still. You don't think that maybe there's a possibility that Iris, listen to yourself. The possibility of that being true is slim to none, and you know it. But that's the thing. We don't know. And we never will know. Because it's impossible since Mero doesn't remember anymore. Remember what? Oh, nothing really. You just came at a bad time. Really, you're still going to keep this thing as a secret? I just don't want to cause an unnecessary stress if I don't have to. Over what? The idea that you might have been the one to kill Mero in the past? She flinches and ignores this comment completely.
Oh wow, did you hear that? Maybe it's a marrow. Maybe it's a marrow waking up.
Before you can react, she already has gone back inside. You think you heard someone's footsteps for a split second, but you aren't sure. The lights flicker back to normal. You hear the sounds of bones shifting, but that's a good thing. Hold on, my throat's a little dry. Much better. That felt weird. Iris sighs with relief and slumbers against the wall.
Marrow, you weren't waking up.
What?
Sorry for the trouble that I've caused.
I'm really sorry for the trouble that I've caused. I'm not sure what happened.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I thought I read that in Ziva. I'm sorry. I'll read all that in this voice. Sorry.
It's fine, it's fine. We're just glad you're safe.
Everyone else nods in agreement. But as you scan the room, you notice that something is off. Wait, where's Buddy? The second the word slipped from her mouth, a heavy feeling descends upon the room.
This can't be good.
I really don't want to be the one to bring this up, but we have to consider the possibility that Buddy might have been kidnapped by whoever has Han's head.
I'm not sure if this is helpful or not, but I found some remains of dirt leading to the library. I mean, it seems like it might be leftovers from the trail you found by the patio, but then again, I don't know, man.
That's actually an awesome lead. Thanks, Iris.
It was nothing, really. In fact, if you want, we could team up again.
Actually, Iris, if you don't mind, I would like to take this part on with Aiden. I think that my skills might come in handy for once. Sounds good to me. But we should probably hurry over, yeah? Since we want to get there before the culprit leaves and all. You're absolutely right. Let's go. I really hope I'm doing good voices for these guys. I think so, but you guys tell me. Hans might be dramatic, but in this case, he's an actual predicament. He needs our help, and you aren't going to let him down if you can help it. Doctor's note: the investigation seed, help her over the bars. The little cutie giddy ghost turns into a clicky clicker. Click to investigate. Got it. I'll click on the book. Yeah, hello. I'll look at the book I'm holding. It's a book about capes. You're guessing that it's the one that Iris and Hans were reading over together. For now, it isn't necessarily useful, but it does motivate you to look for him even harder. As you put it back, you notice a book that was slightly out of place. How would you know? Oh wait, maybe it just looks different. Anyways, you half-heartedly flip it open to a random page. Yeah, that'll help. The Hebrew name translates to blank of God. So you go, oddly placed book, oddly repositioned book. Take it, flip it open, random page out of a freakingly big book. You don't know why, but you do. And you're lucky enough to land on the thing that the director wanted the book to open to. Help from God, or one whom God helps. Blank does not act independently from God. Blank takes only those blank which blank has been commanded to take. What? You wonder why random words were blacked out. Let's look right here. I can hear ticking noises from this bookcase for some reason. Ticking? Like a clock sound? Yeah. What should I do? Let me finish up on my end, and then we can check it out. I'll check it out with you. It might be a sign that there's a mechanism nearby. Got it. No clicky, no clicky. No clickies. Little baby ghost? Sniff him out. Sniff it out, ghost. I kind of scanned everywhere, I think. I'm pretty sure scanned everywhere, but apparently not. Alright, little ghost. Sniff him out. Sniff him out. You can do this. You can do this. You can do this. Seriously, I scanned everywhere. Your nose. Your hair. Oh, wait, what? Outside the screen? Gosh dang. There aren't any more traces of dirt to follow. There isn't anywhere else to go. If you were to mess up at this point, you would be able to notice you uncertainly. He mouths the words, "You can do this," and gives you a soft, reassuring smile. You take a deep breath to calm yourself down, giving him a nervous smile back. Alright. Gonna save here. Boink. Alright. So, this is a really interesting story. I like it when people make a really good story that you flow with. And its personality is nice and charming. It's very nice and charming. It has some laughs. Anyways, thank you guys for stopping by. And until I see you guys again, have a great day, everyone.